This is Neon Filter. I'm going to show you how to make some cool drum variations in Ableton using the Repitch warp mode from a resample track. So here we go. I have made a simple drum loop here. I've got this kick pattern here, just 4 on the floor, kind of house loop. And then I've got this top loop here that I made. I've got a clap. Closed hi-hat, open hi-hat, then a percussion bongo sound, and then I have a hi-hat audio loop here that was recorded for me by a drummer buddy of mine, which sounds really cool. So altogether, it sounds kind of like this. All right, cool. So let's add some variation. So first off, I'm going to add a new track here. I'm going to name this resample to keep things organized there. And so what I'm going to do, if you don't have this window open, over here there's this in and out. So I'm going to change that to open it. And I'm going to turn this to resampling. And so what that does is that's going to take everything from my master channel and it's going to send it over here. And so when I arm that, then it's going to toss everything over there. And everything's grayed, so I can't hear it. And yeah, and I'm also going to turn this on. This is just my headphone mix here, so don't worry about that, that send there. So I want to record just the top loop and the hi-hat over to this resample, and I'm going to save that kick for later. So I'll press record here. I'm probably going to record about 4 bars of this. All right, cool. So now I have an audio version of 4 bars of these hi-hats and this top loop here. So when I got this, and I have my kick that's still in MIDI and the audio of this. Right on. So I'm going to start to add some variation here in this resample. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to change this to the repitch warp mode. And so whenever I add in a warp marker and just kind of start messing around, it'll change the timing and it's also going to change the pitch of it. Kind of like what would happen if you were to slow down a tape player. So I'm going to start to add in some stuff here. I'm going to add in a couple 3 warp markers because I want these 2 to stay the same, and then within here I'm going to start messing some stuff around and pushing it so it'll make this one lower in pitch and make this one higher in pitch, which can sound cool, can also sound weird. So we've got to do a little bit of experimenting here to see how all this sounds. And so if we start here, all right, so there we go. There's kind of an altered version of this, the original one. And with when you change the warp markers there, the repitch mode, it changed the pitch, which kind of gives some of the percussion sounds a new and interesting sound, which I personally quite like. And it kind of so it's a neat way to add some variation there to your drum samples. It doesn't have to be drum loops either. You can do it with synth sounds and all that, whatever you want, right? And I really like doing this, so I hope that you find this useful and you can apply this to your music as well. So thanks for watching.